All right, now, that's the equation that they give us, but let's read the actual question. It says, sketch graphs of the following linear equations, like this, by finding the x and y intercepts. Find the x and y intercepts. Okay, so this is a bit different, right? Before, we had this kind of equation. We had y equals blah, 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 blah. And that was really good. It's really nice when you've got it in this form because you can just read the gradient, there it is, and you can read the y-intercept. There it is, okay? But this doesn't look like this anymore. It doesn't say y equals anything, right? It's all mixed up and jumbled up, okay? So it's not in the form that we want, but we can still find this information. I'm going to do this first. Find the x-intercept, right? I'm going to use exactly the same trick, this is what you were asking, Peter, that I did over here, okay? Let me remind you, to find the x-intercept, right? What you do is, you let y equal 0, okay? I know that's a little bit confusing because you're like, x and y, it's kind of swapped around. It's a little bit backwards, okay? We're going to do it in reverse to find the other intercept. So, I'm going to try and find the x-intercept right now. Let's get another color. So I'll let y equal 0. See, this is my equation, right? So I'll write this equation, but instead of y, I'll write 0. Okay, I'm substituting it in. It's got minus x plus 6, lots of 0, equals 120. Is that all right? Okay. What have I done in this line? I've said, well, I want to find the x-intercept, and the way that you do that is you let y equal 0. That's this analogy I was giving you before of like, I'm at sea level, okay? So I've put in y equals 0, right? Now what's 6 times 0? 0. 0, cool. So this is just minus x plus nothing. I don't have to write anything. That's equal to 120. So what's x? What do I have to do here?
Don't you have to plus x?
So I've got two ways to do this. I can add x to both sides, but then I have to move this 120 over the other side as well. A better way to do it is to divide by, what should I divide by?
6.
I want to get x by itself, right?
X.
Surely I should divide by minus 1. Right? Because won't that get rid of the negative? And that's what I want to get rid of, right? If I divide by x, I don't get the x by itself over here. If I divide by 6, I don't get the x by itself over here, right? So I'm divided by minus 1, that just gives me this.
It's minus x minus 1, that's what it is. You make it minus.
It's minus x divided by minus 1.
Wait, what happened to 6 and 0?
What's 6 times 0?
0.
So there it is. Okay.
Is this how you could have done it before as well?
Say that again.
Could you do that for that as well?
That's what I did here. That's how I got this value. See, I've got an x equals something and an x equals something here. Okay, so now I've got my x-intercept. This is the x-intercept here. Okay. You guys ready to kick on? Yep. Does it make sense so far?
She's read the first one.
You will need to go back to understand gradient, back from coordinate geometry. Okay. Alright, I'm going to find the other intercept now. And I do it exactly the other way around. To find the y-intercept. Right? Instead of having x and y, I'll have y and then x. Whoops. There you go. Okay? So I do it exactly in reverse. So I'm going to write this equation again, but instead of y equals 0, I'll make x equals 0. So everywhere I see an x, I'm going to put a 0. Right? So up here, it goes minus 0 plus 6y equals 120. Okay? So this minus 0 on the front, what effect does that have on the whole equation?
Nothing.
Nothing. Doesn't do anything, right? 6y take away 0 is still 6y. So I just write 6y. Okay, now I want to get the y by itself, so what do I do to both sides?
Divided by
I divide by 6. 20. There you go. 120 divided by 6 is 20. Okay. So now I have a y-intercept. 20. Okay, now we're ready to draw a graph, right? So sketch yourself up a little set of axes. Do use your ruler. I'm gonna go this direction because I've got a spot here for it.
So,
Yep.
what does that say next to y intercept?
Let
Yeah.
x equal 0. Sorry to be messy.
That's alright.
There you go. It's a little better. Okay, now I'm going to take these two values and I'm going to chuck them on my graph. I was a bit silly. I should have paid more attention to my numbers because it's going to look a little bit like this one. Again, see how that's minus 120? That's really far to the left. So it should look something like this. Okay, so which axis is which? Which one's the y-axis again? Is it up, down, or left, right?
Left, right.
Up, down.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. You're probably thinking of the other one. Okay. So x equals 120. Where's that? Sorry, it's negative 120. So it's all the way over here. It's really far away, right? So I'll put that in as minus 120. That's my x-intercept. Now I've got a y-intercept. It's 20. That's high, but it's not nearly as far away as this, right? So I'll go up about this far, like so. Okay. I've got those 2 points. I just have to join them up. Okay, like so.
You can do it. Oh,
One time I forget to line.
Okay. That was better than my previous attempt.
better than all.
So there you go. Wasn't trying to draw a circle. That's it. The last thing I should do, just to be neat about it, is to label it, right? So this is the equation for this graph. So I'm going to put that on there. Minus x plus 6y